Welcome to our reading practice for the day. We're going to read Bregans, and I really loved watching all of your Flipgrid videos on Conjuratio. You guys are really creative. You did a great job. Yeah, that was really awesome. I hope you guys will watch each other's as well. So now, just going back really quickly after you read Conjuratio, I mean, my goodness, look at this guy. We said he was old, maybe a little bit haggard, and now we know he's just pretty much the face of pure evil. This person right here, Sawius, is going to be our huge villain for the rest of our Latin adventure, at least in Latin 1, 2, and 3. So keep him in mind. Now, we still don't know that much about his wife, Rufala, yet. Just to review the other members of the household, Waraka, he's the overseer of the slaves. He's a slave himself. And then, of course, we have Pilus, the secretary. He's smart because he can count. And then, of course, we have Volubilis, the Egyptian cook. And we have Bregans. He's sort of our key star today. And then we have the twins, Loquax, the talkative one, and Anti-Loquax, the one who likes to dance. The not talkative one, I suppose. Loquax, by the way, is good at singing. So now, moving on, let's go take a look at Bregans. Here's what you're going to need. You're going to need a piece of paper and a pencil. And at various times, I'm going to tell you, as I'm walking you through the story, I'm going to tell you to stop and write something down. All in all, you'll have about 10 questions. And then when we're done, just type up your 10 answers in a quick Google Doc and share it with me to today's Google Classroom entry, and that'll be part of your classwork grade. So I always like to read Latin first, the whole sentence, and kind of get a sense of it before I start diving in and figuring out what it means word for word. So here we go. Tum varica postquam hanc rem naravit, clamavit loquax antiloquax dominus advenet vocate servos in aream ego eos in spicere volo. Well, that was a whole lot. So here we go. Then varica, after... And then I got to go find my verb. Oh, there it is, narawit. After he told hanc rem, this thing, literally, meaning like this story about the conspiracy and all that you guys acted out in Flipgrid, he shouted, Loquax, anti-loquax, the master is arriving. Vocate servos, call the slaves into the, and aream is a word you haven't had before, but it's glossed if you're looking at page 9. Into the courtyard. I want to inspect them. Now, here's what I want you guys to do. I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. Question number 1 actually has 3 parts. So what I want you to do is write down what are the case of loquax and anti-loquax here. That's 1A, you could say. 1B is what is the verb form of vocate, and then 1C, what is the verb form of in spicere? All right, so pause, answer those. Okay, you're back. So here we go. Servi ad aream celeriter cucurrerunt quod savium timebat. So I've got the slaves, and I'm going to go to my verb. They cucurrerunted. They ran to the courtyard quickly. And then here's what I want you guys to figure out. For question number 2, why did they run so quickly? The answer is here, because, and it's contained in these 2 words, savium timebat. Now, if you think that Sawius is the subject of timebat, notice how his name is spelled, and also notice that this verb ends in nt, and what does nt mean? So figure out, why did the slaves run quickly to the courtyard? Pause it, answer. All right, we're back. So the slaves, in ordines longos se instruxerunt. Now, if you look over, glossed on page 9, se instruxerunt means to draw oneself up. So the slaves drew themselves up into long rows. That's a brand new vocab word right there. Vilicus, that's the overseer, aka Varica. Vilicus per ordines ambulabat. Well, I'll just stop right there. So the overseer was walking through the rows. Servos inspiciebat. He was inspecting the slaves. Et numerabat. Ooh, brand new vocab word. For question number 3, tell me, what does numerabat mean? Okay, we're back. Subito exclamavit. Suddenly he shouted, Ubi sunt ancilli. Where are the slave girls? Nullas ancillas video. O means I, so I see no slave girls. Ancilai domino nostro cubiculum parant, responded Loquax. So Loquax responds to Warwica and says, the slave girls, now verb, are preparing the bedroom for our master. Ubi est cocuus noster, inquit Warwica. So where is our cook? Says Warwica, or said Warwica. Ego volubilem videre non possum. So ego means I, and then we go to our verb possum, non possum here. I am not able to see volubilis. And here's how Antiloquax responds. Volubilis venire non potest, quod cenam parat. So volubilis is not able to come. And here, for question 4, I want you guys to tell me the reason why he cannot come. So pause it and answer. All right, now picking it up. Bregans mediis inserduis stabat. I'll stop there. Bregans, he was stabating. He was standing in the middle of all the slaves. Canem in gentem secum habebat. Question 5. What does Bregans have with him? All right, moving on. Here's what Bregan says. Ecce, Warwica. Look, Warwica. Rex cogadubnus domino nostro hunc canem misit. Now this guy right here, he's going to become a central character in our stories, and we're going to learn a lot more about him. So the way we pronounce his name is Cogadubnus. So King Cogadubnus, Rex means king, King Cogadubnus. Now I go to my verb, misit, sent, hunc canem, this dog, to our master. Sent Bregans. Canis ferocissimus est, bestias optime agitare potest. Now, the dog is, and then here's an adjective, ferocissimus, used to describe the dog. Question number 6, is ferocissimus positive, meaning fierce, comparative, meaning fiercer, or superlative, meaning fierceest? So pause and answer. Okay, now we're back. And Bregans wraps that up by saying, the dog is able to hunt or chase wild beasts optime, very well. Now, let's move on. Subito, regenti equites auream intraverunt. Suddenly, 20 horsemen, meaning people, men on horseback, entered the courtyard. Primus erat Savius. The first was Savius. Hey, he's the lieutenant governor of the whole province. He's large and in charge, right? Postquam ex equo descendet, after he climbed down from the horse, he greeted Warwica. Servos inspicere volo. I want, volo, means I want to inspect the slaves, said Savius. Tum Savius et Warwica per ordines ambulabant. So that's a very similar sentence to what happened earlier. Instead of Warwica doing the ambulabanting per ordines, now it's both of them. We're walking through the rows, doing this inspection. Pueri puelaique in primo ordine stabant, et dominum suum salutabant. So we have pueri, those are boys. Que means and, boys and girls were standing in the first row and were greeting their master. Cum pueri stabant gemini. Gemini is glossed for you over on page 9. It means twins. And here, of course, it's referring to Loquax and his twin brother Antiloquax. So the twins were standing with the boys. Or if you want to Yoda that sentence, with the boys were standing the twins. Salve, Domine, inquit Loquax. Hello, master, said Loquax. Salve, Domine, inquit Antiloquax. Hello, master, said Antiloquax. Bregans, simulac, savium vidit. Domine, Domine, clamavit. Bregans, and simulac means as soon as he saw Savius, shouted, Master, Master! Savius servo nihil responded. Savius responded nothing to the slave. He said nothing to the slave. Bregans iterum clamavit, shouted again, Savi, Savi, specta canem! I think you guys can figure that out. Savius saeviebat was in a rage, quod servus erat insolens, because the slave was rude. That's what that word means. Now, here we go. I want you to pause it for question number 7, which is this. What specifically had Bregans said that Savius considered to be rude? Okay, moving on. Servus insolentissimus es, which means you are the rudest slave, said Savius. Bregantem ferociter pulsavit. Now, Bregans cannot be the subject of this sentence because, look, em, accusative case goes em, it's the direct object. So he's got to be the direct object. I don't see a new subject, therefore the subject must be from the previous sentence, Savius. Savius pulsavited Bregans ferociterly. He punched Bregans fiercely. Oh boy. Bregans ad terram decidit. Question number 8. Translate that sentence for me. All right, now we're back. Canis statim ex ordine erupit. So statim means immediately or at once, you might recall. And what did the dog do? It broke away out of the row and it petivited Savium. It attacked or headed for Savius. Non nulli servi ex ordinibus eruperunt et canem retraxerunt. So non nulli literally means not none, meaning some slaves burst forth from the ranks and they dragged the dog back. Savius postquam se recepit, gladium destrinxit. So Savius, after, and then this phrase is gloss for you, se recepit, after he recovered. Now, here's question number 9. What does gladium destrinxit mean? He destrinxited his gladium. Pause and go. All right, and then, here we go, let's finish this up. Istum canem interficere volo inquit Savius. He says, I want to kill that dog, said Savius. Wow, what a jerk. This guy wants to kill everybody and everything. Hoc difficile est, inquit Bregans. This is difficult, said Bregans. And here's the reason why. Rex cogitubnus amicus tuus tibi canem dedit. Dedit, if you'll recall, comes from dot, dedit, back from stage 9, beginning of the semester, means to give. King Cogidubnus, your friend, gave you the dog. Ita vero difficile est, responded Savius. Yes, it is difficult. Sed ego te punire possum. But I am able to punish you. Illud facile est, that is easy. Quod servus meus est, because you are my slave. Now, gosh, what a jerk. Now, Bregans does not get killed. Just want to be clear on that. But he is going to be punished somehow, some way for this. Last question, number 10. Here it is. Punire. Tell me, that's an infinitive. What conjugation does it belong to? All right, thanks for watching. See you next time.